Well, Seven Fish, it's Z, and we are doing a review on the Clam Ascent parka and bibs. I had this coat and pair of bibs up in Minnesota when I was up there. I even went deer hunting in the bibs because it was mighty cold. We had these out today here in Nebraska, and it's not too bad, but it's enough to put a coat on. It's 30-ish. So let's start talking about the specs. This jacket is full, let me take my gloves off, of a lot of cool features. So if you unzip this one, you've got a liner. The nice thing about this Ascent is that I can take this liner out. So if I want to fish spring crappie, which I do, I can just take this liner out if it gets pretty warm, but it'll still be a nice jacket to block the wind and keep me warm enough but not super hot, because if you wear this with enough layers underneath, you'll be cooking. Really cool little spot to put your phone in right here, and this little baggie actually allows you to use your phone through the bag. So that's inside the jacket, inside the lining. I've got the same thing in my bibs, which I'll show you some live action right now. I can take this phone out, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. My phone's in here, and I just sent a recipe for some coleslaw to Bugs, and it's called Southwestern Coleslaw from seasonedhomemaker.com. And if you make fish tacos, this coleslaw will make your life that much better. So shout out to Bugs for finding that recipe. We did not invent that recipe, but Bugs found it a couple years ago and then he lost it, so I just forwarded it to him so he could make some fish tacos. But anyways, back to this coat and bib set. You can zip all the way up to your waist, which is really nice because that allows you to take this on and off with your boots on, with your cleats on even if you want. And then inside you've got liners, you've got a little snow guards that you can really wrap around the edge of your boot, so if you're in the slush or if you're in the snow, it's going to keep all that crud from coming up into your pants or into your legs, because it's going to basically seal it on the outside. One more awesome feature with these bibs, and it's probably the same in the Rise and the Ascent, either way these bibs are great, because if you're out here checking tip ups or you're doing whatnot, you can kneel down and your knees, it feels like I'm kneeling on two pillows that you would sleep on. When you're catching a lot of fish, you might want to be on your knees when you need to get down and pull your Vex or your deucer out quick, or if you need to handle a walleye, get it back in the water really quick. It's nice to have those knee pads because your knees won't get all busted up on the ice. Now you're probably wondering, I want this Ascent parka and bib set for one reason: the floating capabilities. You're right. I haven't had the opportunity to test it out yet. I would kind of like to, but I kind of don't want to. We're on 4 inches today. I could walk into some scary areas, but I'm not going to. Maybe some other time we'll have the left-handed hunter do it, because multifarious and I don't want to do that. This coat has a lot of cool pockets. I love these little doohickeys here. It's a little retractor built into the coat, and you also have one into the bibs. So earlier I was just wearing my bibs, and I can just pull this out, and I keep a little nail clippers on here, just a little cheap nail clippers from the dollar store just to cut my line. If I take the coat off, you can see I have something really important on that really keeps you warm this time of the year. Let me set the coat down. It's this Seven Fish hoodie. If you pair the bibs and the coat with a nice base layer, you will be nice and toasty. I guarantee it. I've got sweatpants on and a hoodie right now, and just the bibs, just this alone traps a lot of core heat right here. The Ascent parka and bibs will keep you warm. It's a little bit more expensive than the Rise suit. The Rise suit is just a little bit cheaper, and that doesn't have in the zip out or zip in liner capabilities in the jacket and the bibs. I know Multifarious runs the Clam Rise parka and bibs. He's got the bibs on today, and he is just as warm as I am. Probably a little warmer because he does have a vest, and I forgot my vest today. I know I shouldn't even be telling you, but I forgot my vest. I love vests. For early season and late season ice fishing, a coat like this or a pair of bibs like this could save your life. Now, right on the label, it says this is not a flotation device. You have to know, legally, this is not a flotation device. It has flotation pieces in here that will help keep you afloat for a certain amount of time, but it is not an actual life jacket. This could save your life. This will keep you warm. And thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time for another Tip Tuesday and or on a Friday video. And then, I think the biggest reason you need these is if I can have this coat on during recess duty for first graders for 30 minutes in the freezing cold weather and I'm toasty warm, then I think it'll handle you ice fishing anywhere on the continent. It feels like an oven. It's Christmas time. We could make Christmas cookies in here almost.